Welcome to the most unusual 4th of July we've ever celebrated in this country. But then again, like a lot of national holidays this year, it's been unusual because of a certain COVID-19. And I don't know about you, but I'm not one for being quarantined inside my own house, twiddling my thumbs, thinking about what to do to celebrate America's birthday while staying at home. So what are we gonna do? Just like every other holiday we observed on the store rundown throughout our 4 years, that's right, TSR is 34 years old and having its own birthday later this month, we're gonna wash our hands, we're gonna roll up our sleeves, we're gonna get our pots and pans ready on the stove, or head outside to the grill if we can. Either way, we're gonna cook! And we're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor, or should I say, the crudités of our labor, in a unique, one-of-a-kind serving vessel, which will be absolutely ideal for your next tailgate party, at home. To aid and motivate in all of this effort, I have assembled 3 badass culinary eminences in this country. Chef Zahn, Chef Paula, and Chef Sunny. 3 culinary badasses for hopefully one badass 4th of July special. Because if we don't all believe that we are one nation under God, then at the very least, we should believe that we are one nation under Grub. This is the thrift store rundown celebrating the 4th of July safely, and of course, on a budget.
If you love this land, can I get an amen? Amen, amen. Yeah, this country is badass.
Well, looks like somebody was a little too excited to get his cookbook reviewed on my channel. He actually sent that iPhone footage in war right at the very last minute when this was going to air. Just joshing with you. But we first begin with America's family favorites, the best of home cooking, from the Britain-based Paragon Publishing Group. This is an Amazon purchase. Amazon, as American as apple pie. I paid $7.65 for the item itself, plus an additional $3.99 shipping and handling, and 77 cents tax, for a total of $12.41. For a short time, there was an Amazon link that you can click on directly through Chef John's blog, foodwishes.com, so that he gets a small piece of commission through every book purchased through that link. This was not purchased through that link, but I certainly did hope he get a small portion of commission, because I went through this, and I gotta say, while this may not be the Food Wishes cookbook, it certainly comes pretty damn close. Chef John has the floor now, and Chef John, I gotta ask you, with over 150 timeless recipes divided into soups and stews and casseroles and breakfast and pies and cakes and desserts and all that good stuff, what does the word timeless mean in this context?
There are no cooking times given. Alright, that was just a little joke. Of course, there's cooking times. So basically what I want to convey here is this is a cookbook. It's not the cookbook. This is not the Food Wishes cookbook. This is an American cookbook I was paid to put together for P, which stands for Paragon, a huge UK publisher that wanted an American cookbook. So they hired me, and I basically cooked everything, photographed everything, and put it together for them. Except on certain pages, there's a handful of recipes that came from their existing database of already published recipes. So everything in the book except what's on these page numbers, I cooked, I photoed, and I can verify pretty damn delicious. Alright, so there's the contents. I was able to write an introduction, which I'm very proud of. And I even got to put my fake signature at the bottom. That's me. I also got the nice About the Author bio on the jacket, which is kind of cool. They were going to have a picture of me, but apparently they went with chicken and dumplings, which aesthetically, probably a better choice. Alright, I don't think mustaches really sell the books. So here's a little flip through. Every recipe comes with a full page photo. Very cool. And like I said, I did all the photos except for the ones that are marked on those pages. Everything that came to the table was photographed and sent to the publisher. There's no food styling, there's no airbrushing, there's no rubbing shoe polish on the chicken to make it all look delicious and roasted. This is real food. So this may be the first cookbook of this magnitude where absolutely no food styling or food stylist was used, just the chef cooking the food and snapping the pictures. So very proud of it. Again, not the Food Wishes cookbook, but many recipes from Food Wishes you'll recognize. Some have been tweaked a little bit, some just as you saw on the site already. All right, like the roast chicken. Looks pretty good.
Oh, that's Chef Zahn. Oh, so clever. And next to America's Test Kitchen, they both are the culinary loves of my life. So join us now as we take a little American journey through the world of food. We're going to be highlighting a lot of regional specialties in this cookbook made the Chef Zahn way. And we start with Maryland crab cakes with tartar sauce. Contrary to what you get at most restaurants, the main ingredient in crab cakes should be crab. If you're going to splurge, the last thing you want is a bunch of filler getting in the way. We're in the appetizers and snacks category. These are clams Casino. And if you ever had those, or oyster Rockefeller, ooh, sticky ginger garlic rings. Those would be really nice in addition to the Inflating. As with these buffalo chicken wings, they are also an American specialty from the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York. But if you ever had clams Casino or oysters Rockefeller, you know darn well that those are two surefire, foolproof, bulletproof ways to get some seafood in your diet. Staying in New York, we have the Waldorf Salad from the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. And we have the Cobb Salad, a signature of the Los Angeles Brown Derby restaurant. We had to highlight that because, well, we bring Hollywood home on a budget, and these are in the salads and dressings chapter. For soups, stews, and chilies, we have New England clam chowder. Here we have jambalaya, the staple of the New Orleans Cajun Creole diet, and one that is a total group effort to pull off in the pan. Plus, it will tax your patience. On to Boston baked beans. They don't call Boston Beantown for nothing. This great American side dish has been spreading happiness at picnics and potlucks for hundreds of years. Next, the Yankee pot roast. This recipe was a 7-bone chuck roast, named for the numerical shape of the bone, which is a tough but super flavorful cut of beef that becomes beautifully fork tender after a long, slow braise. Yankee pot roast. You know, us Yankees, New York Yankee fans, have a little thing in regards to Boston Yankees, New England Yankees as a whole, and their Red Sox. But hey, I think we can all pull together, especially when it comes to enjoying some out-of-this-world comfort food, which this provides. Here we have slow-roasted pulled pork with Kansas City barbecue sauce. That's right, making your own barbecue sauce. Because if you buy any of the national brands, you're more than likely going to be tasting a motor oil flavor. And I'm sorry to Jack Scalfani, the best barbecue sauce I ever tasted. That's his brand, Cooking with Jack, so it's not weekly available here in New Jersey. And that stinks. Here we have King Ranch Chicken Casserole. The flavors in this easy chicken casserole are as big as Texas. The state where this hearty dish was born. This got its name from King Ranch in Texas, the largest ranch in the largest state in the country, and the largest ranch in the country, period. Although there is really no direct connection to this dish and the ranch itself, other than its name. This is in the poultry chapter. Other than the fact that Texas has a lot to be proud of because down south, they know how to eat. Here we have a San Francisco Cioppino. Chef Zahn has been a San Francisco native for well over 3 decades, and I think he's brought a certain amount of pride to the city by the bay. That's in the seafood section right there. Here's a country loaf, because any American who doesn't know how to bake bread, well, really has not been practicing his flag waving skills at school for very often. That's in the breads, breakfast, and brunch category. And finally, New Orleans style French toast. This recipe was born as a deliciously decadent solution for what to do with stale loaves, and this was one of them. 2 other chilies I want to mention in the soups, stews, and chilies chapter of this book are the Firehouse Chili Con Carne, which recently received the Food Wishes YouTube treatment a while back. Is this called Firehouse Chili because it's the kind of hearty dish firemen love, or because of its spicy seasoning? Trick question, it's both. And we have the Texas Lone Star Chili, equally on par with Firehouse Chili. Sometimes simply called a bowl of red, Texas-style chili has 2 major differences from regular chili. It uses cubed beef instead of ground, and it doesn't contain beans. Other than that, like most American recipes, anything goes. So, you can tweak any of the recipes in here to your own taste. And if you're a loyal food whisperer like me, you're getting plenty of nostalgic vibes here because the good majority of these recipes have been filmed for Chef John's YouTube channel. And if you're interested, there are 2 4th of July playlists that he has on his channel that I will link below in the description. There are many reasons to go out and eat, but how about a cookbook full of really good reasons not to? Like so many of America's favorite meals that are only fully realized when cooked and eaten at home. From quick and casserole to slow and succulent, this is the kind of food people crave when they want what's lovingly called home cooking. As for the recipes and photographs that weren't prepared by Chef Zahn in this book, were they subject to any food styling assistance? I don't know. But what I do know is that I believe him when he says that every recipe and every photograph he took was subject to no food styling assistance, nothing artificial to make them look already delicious. Naturally. This is not exactly a cookbook for people who don't know how to cook. This is a cookbook for people who know how to cook and just need a little more motivation. And of course, because it's Chef Zahn, you get plenty of motivation. And you get something else too. His favorite spice, cayenne pepper. I recently went down to the Home Depot, and in their garden section, they had fresh cayenne plants growing. They're from body plants, by the way. Oh, Chef Zahn! Cayenne. The mother load of fresh cayenne plants. From body plants. And at the Home Depot. For that Instagram post, I am proud to say that he is one of my Instagram followers. And this would be him right there. Food Wishes. And you'll also note below him is the official Instagram account of Sarah Shepard, the author of the official Pretty Little Liars book series, which is a separate entity unto itself and a complete and total American institution. I adore Pretty Little Liars, as you well know, so needless to say, it's an exceptional honor. Both follows are 5 claps. It is home run, touchdown, goal, whatever. It is something that you and I will definitely enjoy for many years to come and for many holidays to come. A lot of recipes in here serve 4, really all of them do, and I guarantee you that this will be the official stepping stone for lots of things to come for Food Wishes and Chef Zahn down the road, like the official Food Wishes YouTube cookbook, hint hint. We really do hope you give this a try soon, and speaking of Firehouse Chili Con Carne, Chef Zahn believes that if you go down to your local fire station, and ask the firemen for some easy, delicious recipes to feed crowds, they will serve them up for you in spades. They have some great ideas. I believe that thanking our essential workers for all their hard labor during this time and other times of crisis and pandemics is at the core of being a decent American. And so, we are going to close this segment by doing just that.
So thank you, firemen, for your service and your chili.
Up next is Paula's Home Cooking with Paula Deen on DVD, part of the Food Network Takeout Collection. Now I know this is going to bring a lot of contention and a lot of contempt among you guys, and that's understandable. Most of us and our grandmothers who watched Food Network knew of Paula's most shady lapse of judgment, which nearly caused her to go bankrupt.
She used the N-word years ago. When it came to light, her endorsements dried up, her show was canceled, and everyone hates her. And for what? Because she said one word we've probably all said in private before? It's not appropriate.
If the word comes out of your mouth in an insulting, hurling form, as opposed to that you're singing a few bars of Jay-Z's songs, you are a racist.
I get it. Both J. Paul and Judge Mulyan, make equally valid points. It is never appropriate to use the N-word if we're not going to use it right. Zephaniah, formerly of the Store Rundown, used that word a couple times on me, and he used it both ways. If we're not going to use that word responsibly, then it should be completely and utterly eliminated from our social vernacular. And yet, completely ostracizing and exiling and eliminating people like Paula Deen from our well-functioning community, that's equally inappropriate. For people who've done more harm than good, that's definitely acceptable. But for people who've done more good than harm, like Paula Deen for this country, I think there should be a little wiggle room for forgiveness. Especially when Paula's making quite the comeback on her YouTube channel and social media in the wake of this COVID-19 pandemic. She's doing a lot of home cooking. Hence the name, Paula's Home Cooking. I thought we'd bring it back to the OG for this segment. Enough ranting, let's get reviewing. This is a 3-disc set, closed captioned, no running time listed. It's called Sir to Please, with bonus footage, an extra spoonful of Paula. With small town life as an inspiration, Paula Deen brings uncomplicated and delicious home cooking to a series dedicated to American traditions. Whether it's her stories or her recipes from a country kitchen, Paula always has a gift for lifting spirits. These are the recipes you'll see in this 3-disc set. It's from Scripps Networks, and I did check. Every disc is accounted for in here. This was purchased for $4.99 and for 50% off. So here they are: barbecue, memorable treats, and outdoor eating. And I don't know about you, but of the 3, I would go for the barbecue for this segment. The barbecue disc. So let's check that out here. We have Drum Split Barbecue. That's an episode where Paula cooks for her biker friends, and that would include her boyfriend at the time, now husband, Michael Groover, who has a really cool book of his own, and I can't wait to find that at the thrift store. We have Grilling Barbecue, and we have Southern Barbecue, with the king of Southern Barbecue. Want to find out who that is? Well, gotta pick up this DVD to find out. The extra spoonful of Paula bonus footage varies in quantity and content throughout all of these discs, all 3 of them. And I can't think of anything more American than barbecuing. Running time for this disc combined is 87 minutes, so 3 episodes in disc number, what do we have here? Yep, disc 2. Disc 2. Outdoor eating, here are the episodes and the recipes. Movie night at the winery, really sealed the deal for me. Again, we bring Hollywood home on a budget. And what sounds more American and what sounds more cool than having a movie night at a California winery? By the way, bargain bolo, what? I am the proud owner of a Wine Spectator magazine, which somebody gifted me. I don't know who did, but I can't wait to share it with you. I'm going to be pairing that up with something really special. Running time for this disc is 85 minutes, and it is disc number 3. And finally, memorable treats. Starting off the DVD set with something sweet. This is the first disc. Memorable treats. Starting it off with ice cream! Homemade ice cream. Oreo ice cream. And mudslide pie, to be specific. A hot air balloon ride. And cooking with peaches. Open this up. And the running time for this is 85 minutes. So 3 episodes per each disc for a total of 9 combined. And every disc played well on my laptop. Only time will tell if they will play on my desktop computer, which I'm pleased to say is working again after a few months of absence. But I'm still editing every video I can on my laptop because that thing is awesome. I think Paula Deen deserves some forgiveness. I mean, she is tremendously talented. Hey, she drinks melted butter from a ramekin and won 2 Daytime Emmys for it. One for herself and one for her show in 2007. Outstanding Service Show host, Outstanding Service Show. Not to mention, she is tremendously funny. I mean, her sense of humor is definitely Southern inspired. Although her cooking really isn't directly or exclusively. I would categorize this to comfort food cooking, and I would rate this as the equivalent of Kathy Mitchell's Dump Dinners cookbook. Taste-wise, we know they're decent, but health-wise, they are caloric calamities. So, if you're gonna try any of Paula Deen's recipes in this set, or any of Kathy Mitchell's recipes from her Dump Dinners cookbook, which I reviewed a long while back on TSR, please do it no more than once or twice a month if you want to live a healthy lifestyle. And when you do enjoy their recipes, you do it without regrets, because that's how you can enjoy them best. And with no regrets. I certainly have no regrets buying this. It took me back to my childhood. I enjoyed watching her program on Food Network when I was a child, and now I can recapture some of those childhood memories with this DVD set, which too earns a 5 out of 5. And I, for one, am certainly pleased to see Paula making her well-poised and well-deserved comeback through the era of YouTube. It's been a long time coming, so why not? Especially during the wake of this quarantine culture. A culture that we didn't create. COVID-19 did that for us. So Paula, speaking from a loyal fan of yours, I wish you best of luck from my kitchen to yours. You're gonna need just a little bit more of it. Finally, for my game-winning drive, I bring you Sunny Anderson's Inflatium, the inflatable snack stadium. Made in response to everybody else's homemade snack stadiums, which weren't worth all the effort made to assemble them. By the way, I want to see Katie Brown try her hand at making one of her very own. I have a little bit of a crush on her. She was actually my first television crush, the Katie Brown hooks up. This is being reviewed in accordance with my moral obligation to, in the wake of recent events, feature more prominently African American voices in the entertainment industry and in the food industry. And sometimes they're interchangeable, sometimes they're one and the same, like Sunny Anderson, one of Food Network's most colorful personalities and co-host of the Emmy-nominated The Kitchen, which is akin to Chew on ABC. It has this heartfelt message here on one side, which I will read in a moment, but let's get to the context, and I apologize for the motorcycle in the background. It looks like some badass American bikers are making their way towards my street right about now, so I'll just let it slide.
Well, I guess y'all just we're all away about it. We're being escorted by the motorcycle guy.
You got a motorcycle escort.
And they want you, we have a motorcycle escort in the back.
Anyway, this comes in English, Spanish, and French language. English and Spanish on this side, and French right here on this side. I paid $5.99 for this, and I also got it for 50% off. This is exclusive to Party City, by the way, so it's kind of a miracle that I got this for such a low price. Anyway, the contents in here, they include one inflatable snack stadium, which you see right here, which measures over 3 feet wide. It measures 38 by 30 by 8 inches. 1 cardboard field insert, 8 flags which you can use to decorate the edge of your snack stadium, and 12 easy fold containers varying in size to put all your snacks in, and 1 recipe book. It says it's easy to inflate, no pump needed, or we'll find out about that because I'm going to be inflating this myself. It's the new way to buffet. And you can add your own balloons to the mix to customize your inflatable snack stadium. Now, as you can tell, the box is a little damaged. Somebody taped this up secure for this to be sold at the thrift store. You know what that does? When you take the tape off, well, this is what happens. It's impossible to close back up, and it rips off some of the box art. And that's not cool. So already, there's going to be a major point deduction here. Anyway, detailed contents. We have the inflatable snack stadium, which will fit a full-size aluminum pan. And as you just saw, that aluminum pan was filled with guacamole. We have your cardboard insert. We have 4 large rectangular containers, 4 triangular containers, and 4 small rectangular containers. We have 8 pennant flags, and 1 recipe book featuring recipes, tips, and fun ideas inside. And these pennant flags come in varying imagery. Like we have here snack time, chow down, touchdown right here, snack time again, and the imagery of a football. Aluminum pan, utensils, napkins, balloons, and additional containers sold separately. So seeing as how this will not really close all the way ever again, let's get all the contents out. So this is the snack stadium itself. And this is everything you need to assemble the snack stadium. That looks like it's going to be a bit of a doozy. All the contents in here are in this plastic bag, including instructions on how to assemble that, I hope. But before I begin assembling that, let's take a moment to read this heartfelt message. You're holding a piece of the American dream. Sounds so dramatic, right? But it's true. The Inflating was an idea in my head for years, then a sketch, and now, after working with the fun team at Party City, a reality. People everywhere are making snack stadiums, taking hours, even days, to build. Many of these cardboard, foil, and paper stadiums weren't structurally sound or reusable. What a waste of time and effort. I wanted to fix that. Quite honestly, I wanted a snack stadium for myself without losing the Saturday in my garage with my glue gun. That's when I realized the guys I was tailgating with on any given Sunday could help develop my idea and put it on shelves to share. Truly a perfect match made in a stadium parking lot while tailgating. Who needs golf? I'm so proud you're holding my dream. Great for tailgating or couch skating at home, and reusable. I'm calling myself an inventor these days just to see how it sounds. Never in a million years did I think, as an 18-year-old enlisted in the Air Force, that the American dream I swore to protect would one day be in my grasp. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy, for raising a dreamer willing to do the work. Please enjoy what I hope to be my first of many inventions, Inflating, the new way to buffet, from Sunny Anderson. And speaking of thanking our essential workers, aka our parents, the time has come once again to thank our most essential workers, our troops overseas, for keeping this country safe. So we're gonna pause for a break to do just that. I'm going to try with all my might to get this assembled. I hope you have your American flags ready, and we'll be right back.
Youngins, it's the 4th of July. And all you youngins out there in the military, Grandpa wants to say, have a good, I hope y'all grilling out, cooking out.
Start over.
I hope all you...
Wait. Are you saying that happy 4th of July to the military?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I want y'all to put our military...
Start over. Hold on.
Youngins in my military, I want to thank y'all for what you do over there for us. Y'all are protecting this country. And I Grandpa wants to thank y'all. Man, many a time that I just, I get to thinking about the things that your families go through, and it just overwhelms me. And I just want to thank y'all so much. And I'm even thinking about grilling meat.
I'll cut.
Would you mind?
Stop.
And here it is, Sunny Anderson's Inflatium, all inflated and assembled and ready to walk your next couch date or tailgate, after about nearly an hour's worth of hard labor for me. Well, here we have all the containers. I have the little square containers inside the big rectangular containers just to save up some space. Same deal here on this side. And we have the triangular containers on either side right here. So, top and bottom are the rectangular and square containers, and on the left and right sides we have the triangular containers. These are where you would put all of your large foods or small foods in great quantities. You can put anything you want in here, really. Right here we have Sunny Anderson's Inflatium Recipes and Fun Ideas book. We also have here instructions in English, French, and Spanish on how to inflate the Inflatium. Okay, not really inflate it, but they give you instructions on how to assemble the Inflatium, insert the containers, add petted flags, which this copy did not contain, and how to add balloons and a tray of food, and what to do after use. Empty contents of the Inflatium before deflating. Now, I had a bit of a tricky time trying to inflate this thing. But look here at the sides. Take a look at the outside. The exterior of the Inflatium looks pretty awesome. Here it says no double dip. And we have here popcorn labels, funnel cake, team gear. These labels are made to look like they represent various restaurants and stores that you can visit inside the stadium before the big game. And here it is, Sunny Anderson's Inflatium, the inflatable snack stadium. Team gear, ice cream, ready, set, eat! Popcorn, and I believe it's the same deal on the other side. That right there, you have to manually blow air into so the air can circulate around the Inflatium and inflate. I had to punch a hole inside this with a screwdriver so we could get the air properly circulating. But once I did that, it was kind of strenuous, but a little elbow grease never hurt anyone. That's why I'm a little bit sweaty right now. But there it is, Sunny Anderson's Inflatium. We have the cardboard inset here. It says home team on one side and away team on the other. And here's a shot of it, unobstructed. Looks pretty cool. You have the markings as well and the logo in the middle. It's made to resemble AstroTurf. Nice details here, Sunny. Nice decal. As far as the recipes and fun ideas go, sorry for the blurry camera, Sunny Anderson's Inflatium is jam-packed with them, but this is fairly small to begin with. On the butt, it gives you a cool idea. Here's a welcome message from Sunny Anderson herself. The new way to buffet. Welcome to the fun part of Inflatium, the new way to buffet. It also gives you her social media handles. You can surround this with classic snacks, and they include pigs in a blanket, tortilla chips, mini hot dogs, mozzarella sticks, chicken nuggets, loaded potato skins, cheese doodles, and lots more. And by the way, what I said was guacamole in the middle of that Inflatium actually is a bit more than that. It is Sunny's classic 7-layer dip. Not a lot of recipes in here, really, but plenty of great ideas for what to fill your Inflatium with, including ice-cold spirits, if you are the lager drinking type, like my mother, and my stepfather, and my assistant. Yeah, in Patterson, our liquor stores do great business. And they can do even more great business with this. So these are just a few good ideas. Field of Dreams, Sunny's Easy Cheesy Spread, Sweet Victory, filling the field with cupcakes, pies, and brownies, a decorated seed cake, donuts, and cookies, ice with various ice cream containers. And of course, it's awesome for keeping your spirits nice and icy cold and refreshing. And pretty colorful. So that's Sunny Addison's Inflating recipe and fun idea pamphlet. And just in case that you accidentally punch a hole in this Inflating, it gives you a little vinyl repair instruction sheet. I mean, very small, the size of a tiny square. Right there. Cut to required size depending upon hole or puncture. Thoroughly clean damaged surface and allow to dry for a minimum of 10 minutes. Remove vinyl patch from paper backing. Press patch firmly over hole or puncture. Do not inflate for 20 minutes. This thing, by the way, is made of vinyl plastic. You don't see that every day, do you? Because there are no pennant flags in this copy and the box is pretty damaged, I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. Lack of components and the damaged box equals point deduction. But Sunny, congrats on the concept. This is awesome, and I have it on good authority that this would certainly be the center, and a rocking center at that, of your next couch date or tailgate at home. Like this one, for example.
It's an Inflating.
Yes, Lauren Powell, that is an Inflating. And until I see somebody else doing something like this, there really is nothing else like it. By the way, next time you couch get at home, please, for the time being, sit 6 feet apart. Safety first. And no socks from Sock Tank, by the way, bit Sunny Anderson in any way, shape, or form during the patenting process for this product. Combined with America's family favorites, the best of home cooking, and Paula's home cooking, so to please read this DVD set from the Food Network Takeout Collection inside Sunny Addison's Inflating. The grand total for this 3-tier review to celebrate America's birthday is 13.5 out of 15 claps. Hey, Salsa BTS's son at best. This country is badass, and no pandemic is gonna change that. So I hope these 3 items make you a badass at your next patriotic gathering. In case you didn't know, Mother had an American flag outside her window in remembrance of all those we lost during COVID-19. In their spirit and in their honor, we carry on, knowing that we are trailblazers of American ingenuity for future generations to come. Somebody will benefit from these items, and that somebody could be you. So make us and make them proud. Speaking for Sasha and all of our star chefs, we all wish you the most magnificently badass 4th of July, and we thank you so much for watching. From our kitchens to yours, Merry Independence Day, America, and I'll catch you on the thrift side. Sasha and gentlemen, take us home.
If you're sick of all this, come on, raise your